Oh dear. Okay, 1:50 a.m. in the morning. Man, I'm messing up my sleep schedule again. Lol. So this build of Doctor is actually quite successful, but I don't think it's only just because of the perks, but it's just because the survivors weren't that good, not to be mean. And I guess I should explain the perk builds or the build, because like although it does kind of explain itself. um, I'm all ears lets me see through walls. um, when the survivor performs a rushed action, it lets me see their aura. Sloppy Butcher makes them heal less fast. Bloodhound makes them bleed more, and I can track them more easily. And there's Infectious Fright, I think it's called, and basically when I incapacitate them, any nearby survivors will scream too. So that's pretty cool, right? And I call it Dr. Octogonapus, because it's a reference to an old meme. I'm pretty sure it's called Shoop da Whoop, or I'm a firing my laser. Oh man, I don't wanna be loud. I don't wanna go bah. I don't wanna do that, because you know laser coming out of your mouth is quite loud, and it's 1:52 a.m. in the morning. And by the way, I am recording this at let's see, 1:52 a.m. May 28th on a Sunday. Quite epic. Something quite weird has been happening right now as of recording this. I keep on getting an unknown error pop up when I'm recording my voice talking. So I think instead of recording my voice afterwards, I'll actually like talk while playing the game, which is going to be annoying because it's like multitasking. Like I have to talk while playing the game and thinking what my next move is going to be as killer or survivor. And it's just something I can't really do. Like I can try, but I know the outcomes are not the best because I've done it in the past. So yeah, this game is actually quite successful. As I said earlier, I might as well spoil it. The next game after this one is actually not that good. But I'm glad I saw the Feng Ming in that locker. That was a lucky eye. Or that was a good eye there, I guess. So I've gotten back into Minecraft, specifically modded Minecraft. Well, not just modded Minecraft, but like building too. Building in creative mode, making obstacles and using command blocks to make these doors. And yeah, you can probably guess what it is, but it's a custom map I'm making. And yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but I have a bad feeling I might get a unknown error again. And like, I don't want that. I don't want that, people. We're going into the dungeon here. Speaking of dungeons, I feel like they should do more with the basement here in Dead by Daylight. Just the base mechanics of this game, I feel need like some kind of overhaul, or not an overhaul, but like an upgrade. Maybe like not with perks, right? Okay, but as a base mechanic, you can like get traps and set them on the hooks. That'll be from the survivor to the killer. And there we go. There's the 4K, I think it was. Yeah. Anywho, let's see here. Yeah, I like showing the the end results of the match, though I didn't really do it that good. So this doctor build I like to call the toxic shock. Yup, there it is, toxic shock doctor build. You have distressing to spread the terror radius. Then there's septic touch, and when they're into my terror radius, they'll become blinded, and I think exhausted too when they're healing, but they get interrupted by it. Unnerving presence makes the skill checks harder on generators, and Chlorophobia, whatever it's called, fear of clowns, makes healing more difficult. So the last build was like for tracking survivors, right? And I guess this one would be for like anti-healing, anti-progression, and I guess keeping survivors injured, or just to keep them from progressing in general. There's just like a lot of perks in the game now, you know? Alright, another unknown error. Yeah. I'm stopping my voice recordings. It's a good thing the last one didn't, get deleted, but this is the third one now I'm doing, and it got interrupted. I don't think I'm saying it correctly, but basically I'm doing these voice recording things, but I'm not doing it like all at once, because if an error occurred, the whole thing would be deleted, if that makes sense. So yeah, I was just saying there's a lot of perks in the game now, and I think that's a good thing because there's like a wide variety. There's perks for like, you can make like a anti-healing build, anti-generator build, tracking survivors, all kinds of stuff like that. And yeah, I think it's I usually like to play Dredge now, but for daily rituals I like to play other killers too, and it's actually a little bit more fun than I thought it would be. I don't know, when it comes to playing Dead by Daylight, at least as killers, I get this mixture of thinking stuff could possibly be fun, but with a mixture of like mundanity. I think it depends on like the game, like how the certain trial goes at the end of the day. Playing killer is like kind of stressful in a way to me, but not necessarily in a negative way. I guess what I mean by that is like you can kind of see Dead by Daylight as a time management simulator, though that's not really something I've been doing lately. Instead of anti-generator perks, I've been playing around with the Scourge Hook perks, but I've mostly been doing like anti-healing perks, basically like tracking survivors too. Just a whole bunch of things that mess with the survivors, as you can see with this build I'm doing. Just in case I didn't explain this build, there's a septic touch, which in my terror radius, if the survivors are interrupted, they get blinded if they are interrupted healing. Unnerving presence that makes them, in my terror radius, they get harder skill checks when doing a generator. And coulrophobia, or I may have pronounced it wrong, but it's the fear of clowns, okay? And that makes them have more difficulty with healing, like with the skill checks. And there's distressing, which makes my terror radius larger. And yeah, this build is like just dedicated to slowing down progression, but only within my terror radius, basically. And I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, you know. Like, there's all these different perks, and some of them are not the best, like Septic Touch. But with a killer like Doctor that uses his terror radius to his advantage, it's I think it's pretty cool. Gosh, those voice cracks of mine, just very terrible, man, very terrible. Holy crap. I'm on my channel right here on my iPad, and I took a video of this weird looking wasp. It is like so freaking bizarre looking because it's one of those like huge bugs. And yeah, that video was 6 years ago, which was back in 2017, and that is too long. That has been too long. It's crazy. In this game, I guess you could say I wasn't really taking it too seriously. Like here, I'm just busting down walls when I could easily be bullying survivors. Right now, I'm just surfing YouTube. And I found this like original soundtrack of something called Liminal Collapse. Pretty interesting. I think someone is making a Backrooms game in Rec Room. Man, Rec Room, I haven't done that in a while. There's a couple of video ideas I have in mind. Recently with the Parasite mod in Minecraft, I've started a like legit survival world, like with no cheats. Like I don't ever go in creative mode or anything. I know, hard to believe, right? Yeah, just I just suck at video games. I don't know, just every game I like download and try. Like I've played For Honor recently, and that new My Hero Academia game. I just suck at it. But basically, what I'm trying to say is I'm thinking about doing a Minecraft video on the Parasite mod in like a legit survival world. That hit makes no sense. It's a funny scream. Let's see. And there's another video I had in mind where I go into I look at the Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion wiki and like go over each monster and specimen and see how good they would be in Dead by Daylight as either an AI or a killer. Yeah, so I think that would be pretty cool to look at each specimen in that game. Uh, there's some things I don't like about certain games, but you know, it's just I just won't talk about it. You know, yeah, like yeah, I'll just say which specimen would be a good killer, which specimen wouldn't be a good killer. I think it'll be kind of like a tier list kind of thing, cause I have some like I just have a lot of ideas I come up with. I'm very imaginative, but my problem is that like I don't do much with my imagination because I don't have skill. I don't really have the skill to do anything. Like even in Minecraft I think about like, oh, I'm going to build this, but when I go to actually build it, I just feel like it was a lot cooler in my head, you know? And I think that's a phrase that a lot of people can relate to. The phrase, it's a lot cooler in my head. Or it was a lot cooler in my head, yeah. So yeah, these survivors have persevered through my torture, through my torment of them. And oh gosh, I'm looking at the news right now. Anyways, yeah, as you can see here, Mrs. Mary Jane meets her end, but basically the rest of the survivors escape. And as a killer, I basically just learned not to go to the exit gates once they're opened. I usually open the exit gates actually because just to get blood points and just to make the game end earlier. And yeah, the video is coming to an end. You'll see a couple bonus clips here in a minute, and I guess I'll see you another time. Hopefully I won't be so lazy and I'll put out a couple more videos. Yeah, I have ideas that I want to do, so have a good night or day, and bye-bye. Sauce.